broken apart for the list. It does not miss. I'm Mike Hogan.
And I'm Justin Carr.
The two people who are banned from Facebook.
That's right, because we're not real!
Ow. They seem pretty real. I don't know.
I wonder if he likes to pinch them.
He probably likes to stick them. And after I found out we were banned from Facebook, I want to kick him.
Exactly.
And he is an ass. So let's start off with the booking an NWO-Style Takeover NXT. Last time, surprise return helps NXT calls. This week, Joe versus Neville.
The build to Joe versus Neville involves Neville having to defeat Sandow, Axel, and Baron Corbin, too. Neville does this, ensuring his one-on-one match at a major NXT show, which ends up in a disqualification when Neville's interfered with when headed to the top for a red arrow. In the rematch on NXT, the same thing happens again, and Regal then sets up a match where if anyone interferes, they're fired. Neville hits the red arrow in this match, but Joe gets up his knees at the last second and chokes out the injured Neville. Next week,
as we open up the book,
Survivor Series.
Woo! Which like.
So what will happen with NXT and Survivor Series? They must be on the show.
That sounds good.
So you must come back and see.
On the list, that does not miss. As we open up the Top Rope Reality Storybook.
With words from Justin Carter and hand motions from Mike Hogan. So if you're deaf and you're watching YouTube, you got it. You got it now. You know. Still second base, yes. That's what we want you to do. Go to third!
Up next, the 50 matches every WWE fan must see. I think we've done this before. I have to look back in our probably in episode 10. So.
But not these.
Are you sure?
We've done things that it's like 100 matches you should see before you die. But these are 50 that every WWE fan must see.
50!
There was 100 matches every fan must see.
Yeah. And pay-per-views. We've been everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
But let's start with number 40.
We'll repeat ourselves after a while. This is already our second year.
Yeah. Number 40, Ric Flair versus Terry Funk. I Quit match, Clash of the Champions at 9, New York Knockout. I remember that. November 15th, 1989. It was a good match. And you know why that match came about? Yeah. Because Terry Funk wanted a match with Flair after he beat Steamboat. And he told him he had to get to the line like everybody else. Ooh. Which pissed off Crazy Terry. Give him one of those little punches. Pile drive Flair on the table outside. So for a few weeks, Flair went around with a neck collar and was not on TV. Really? They did interviews from his house as he was hurt.
What? Which is probably a room set up somewhere.
And then after this happened and Terry Funk gave up, Gary Hart and the Hart family, whatever the hell they called it. What do they call it? Well, Gary Hart and his men, the Muda, and one of the other ones. My mind goes and comes. But they attacked Terry.
The people from Texas, yes.
Yes, they attacked Terry. So Terry became a good guy after that match.
Really weird. 39, Bret Hart versus Owen Hart. Brother versus brother. Bro. WrestleMania 10. In the opening match.
It was.
Which is very good.
Number 38, John Cena versus CM Punk, a WWE Championship match, Money in the Bank 2011.
Number 37, Taz.
Is that where he went? To Vince?
Probably. Taz with two Z's. Taking on Bam, 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 Bam. I like that music. Bigelow.
Which isn't on the game, which is very weird.
What's not on the game? The music?
Mm-hmm. It's not the same music.
Him saying Bam Bam is not
right.
That's stupid.
You got the character, you got the likeness, but the music's different.
That's dumb. ECW, I guess they didn't have the money to get the music again. ECW, which is his voice.
Is that right?
What? What's the problem?
I think they wrote that wrong.
Where?
Because then two Z's was when he was in WWE. One Z was when he was.
Well, they did do that wrong.
That's what I thought.
It's one Z for ECW.
Yes.
ECW Television Championship match, Living Dangerously, 1998.
And so far, these matches that we've talked about right here can all be seen on the network.
For only.
No. Next, at number 36 is The Rock versus Stone Cold Steve Austin for the WWE Championship No DQ match, WrestleMania 17.
Then you have number 35, Bret Hart versus the British Bulldog for the Intercontinental Championship. SummerSlam 1992 in Wembley.
Where they were the main event.
They were the main event for the Intercontinental Championship.
Do you know what the world title match was?
Probably Macho Man. Since Hogan would never not be the main event.
Macho who?
Flair.
No. Warrior.
I'm just saying, because if it was Hogan, he'd be like, "No, I will not do this for the short people that will not be the main event."
That's true. Number 34, John Cena versus Brock Lesnar, Extreme Rules match, Extreme Rules 2012.
Number 33, Triple H versus Cactus Jack, WWE Championship match in a street fight at the Royal Rumble 2000, which was in Madison Square Garden. It was a very good match.
It was. Number 32, Ric Flair versus Macho Man Randy Savage, WWE Championship match, WrestleMania 8. Yep.
Number 31.
We're going to have a double main event this year.
Sid versus Hogan.
And don't even put the world title at the main event.
Sid versus Hogan.
Yeah.
Horrible main event.
I know they're going, well, we did that so we could bring the Warrior back in the main event. Well, the Warrior could come back in the middle of the match.
That's true. That's true.
It does, I mean, you're getting a beat down. It doesn't matter. When a surprise return doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be in the main event. Your World Championship should be the main event.
Unless it's the Royal Rumble match.
And, that's true, but that's special.
That is special.
Hogan Sid was nothing. Hogan yanked out Sid so Flair could win the belt. That has nothing to do to garner a main event spot at WrestleMania.
Sort of like what's them two people? Shouldn't have been the main event. Oh, John Cena and John Lennon.
Yes,
Same concept. And then last but not least, number 31 for this week, Shawn Michaels versus Triple H in an unsanctioned street fight SummerSlam 2000.
We're going to put you on the pay-per-view, but we're not going to sanction this match.
Not sanctioned by the WWE Athletic Commission.
Up next is the 10 shocking WWE superstars fired that nobody saw. He got fired? I didn't see that coming. Number 7 was Curt Hennig.
As you can no doubt already tell from reading through this feature that we give you once a week. There are many different strange reasons why a WWE superstar ends up being fired by Vincent Kennedy McMahon. You're fired. Exactly. However, very nearly causing a company plane to crash has to be somewhere near the top of the list of very worst offenses.
Yeah.
Part of the infamous 2002 plane ride from hell. Curt Hennig got into a drunken altercation with one of his best friends, Brock Lesnar, on a trip back from Europe. And the fight the two had about the latter's amateur wrestling credentials very nearly led to the air hatch door being smashed open. While some believe Hennig was made the scapegoat to protect the up-and-coming and inexperienced Lesnar, reports of misconduct on a number of other flights left WWE management with serious concerns. So they cut his triumphant return. He had come back as Mr. Perfect in the Royal Rumble earlier in the year, short, and sent him packing straight into a short TNA run as it happened. Sadly, Hennig died in 2003 as a result of acute cocaine intoxication. Despite things not ending particularly well with the WWE, the fact that he had almost immediately jumped ship to the competition, the company has always treated him respectfully, inducting him into the WWE Hall of Fame in 2007, and allowing his son Curtis Axel to use the perfect plex to win his first Intercontinental Championship match on Father's Day, and the only reason that happened was because Wade Barrett was injured.
Yeah.
Every time somebody wins the Intercontinental title, it's because Wade Barrett's injured.
And he's still injured, so.
It's so stupid. But yet he came back. But then he was gone.
But he didn't do too much.
Isn't that weird?
He was back, he didn't do too much anything.
Weird.
But now you're right, he is gone. He can't come out with the League of Nations, which...
Weird. And originally, was Wade even going to be in it? Because Kevin Owens was supposed to be in it first. Interesting
I would
stuff.
rather Wade been in than
Kevin Owens?
No,
No.
Kevin's okay. It's one of the other two. I mean, Alberto. I guess Rusev is the odd man out. Because
I
now
think-
with Rusev in the League of Nations, no Lana.
She's not been around?
He's been around.
Weird.
And then Alberto, he dumped Zeb, which I guess that was it for Zeb when he dumped him. That was all.
It's crazy.
You're bye-bye, Dutch.
It's crazy.
Roll your old ass
But
down,
yes, I mean, I remember all this going on.
I
But
do too.
that's the weirdest thing is that Lesnar and Curt Hennig were great friends, apparently. They really got along. They're both, I guess, from the Minnesota thing or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But because they said that Curtis Axel is great friends with Brock Lesnar because of the friendship he had with his father. And maybe getting into a plane ride fight brought them closer together. I don't know.
Somebody we've told an ass whooping, they go trying to land on the door, trying to knock the door.
Yeah, you could fight in the middle of the plane, I don't care,
No,
but don't go towards the door.
You keep your ass in the back and you in the front. When y'all get off, then you just, whatever, bare knuckle it, who cares? But they don't be falling on the door.
That is
Kill us
crazy.
all, you nummies.
It's pretty crazy.
Yes.
Especially on a company plane, you know.
I mean, some restraints here. Somebody got to be restrained.
But I think that was also the plane ride where Flair was walking around in just his robe.
Yes.
Just his robe.
It's no underwear.
No underwear.
Woo!
There was a lot of crazy stuff that happened on that plane ride. I mean, I don't understand it. But
Could there have been some heavy drugs on the plane?
Oh, you think?
Some cocaine.
That's probably. I mean, it says he got into a drunken altercation with Brock, just because that Curt was talking bad about his amateur wrestling credentials. I mean, you know that's pretty doggone stupid of a fight. Oh, you are good amateur wrestling.
No, drunkenness.
You
looking for a fight.
Come on.
And I against the door, and okay, it's almost open. We're gonna crash.
You weren't good at the amateurs.
And I really don't like to know that you fall against the door.
Yes, if you land on the door, you're all dead.
It could open the door up. That's not good.
Can we have some security up against the door?
Yes.
I mean, that's pretty crazy.
It is pretty crazy. And you look back at all the people, you know, they leave WWE, and then something happens and they die.
Isn't that crazy?
Bulldog happened to him because that stupid door in the ring.
The door in the ring for either Warrior or Sting to come out of
for
it.
Warrior.
It's for one of them to come out from the floor underneath the ring, and he landed on it wrong. So, I mean, I guess he wasn't informed. Hey, don't land over here.
Land over there? Okay.
Okay, thank you. Tell me that, yeah. And then Brett left WWE, and then hit the head.
So weird.
Goldberg should never be doing super kicks.
No.
You're Goldberg. You don't do super kick.
So bad. And then Kerry Von Erich, I mean,
That's crazy.
he went out here and killed himself. I mean, it's just...
There's a lot of tragedy
It's just like
in the world of wrestling.
You're fired and then you
Tragedy in the world of wrestling, but on a happier note.
Yes, it is
So
2016.
it is 2016.
I know 2016 will be huge.
It will be, and our next episode is an 88, and we'll have more ringside news as always, and plus our pay-per-view review with Royal Rumble 07, 08, 09, 10, 11, and 12. We'll do 6 more on that. And also, we'll have our Let's Talk About It in Part 3, plus the list with 50 matches every WWE fan should watch. Went 30 to 21.
You okay?
Yes, had to belch.
Plus, go ahead, do that.
Number 6 in the 10 shocking superstar firings no one saw coming.
Who could it be?
Who could it be, ladies and gentlemen? Plus, we're going to continue booking.
Pull out our top rope reality storybook.
Yes, with the words from Jessica Carter and hand motions from Mike Hogan for the NWO-Style Takeover of NXT.
NWO.
Oh, okay, I got it now. I was like,
NWO.
we'll probably get hate mail for this, but you can't send it to Facebook. Ha ha!
Yes.
Next week on episode 88, with Cena out, we will talk about who will take her face. We'll give you a list of options.
We have a small list of people who you could face, and we'll
Realistic
see if we agree or not. Say yeah, nah.
Will it be Braun Strowman?
I think he is on the list.
He probably is on the list.
And I forgot what I was going to say. So yeah.
Tell me what you were going to say.
I don't remember.
You got to remember. You get so old.
I
you
got
forget.
cut off. I don't remember. So that's all right. 2016, great year.
And Ric Flair, by the way.
Ric Flair.
In his robe and his glory.
And Hulk Hogan.
And Andre the Giant.
And let me put my finger on the Sheik because he's dirty talking. The Sheik!
If you want to know about his dirty talking, watch Botchamania.
But 2016, let's talk
Yeah, we moved him
before
around.
we go, let's talk about 2016 a little bit. What's going to show up? You know, Jeb, more Jeb.
More Jib Salvage, of course. Every few episodes we'll have a little Jib Salvage.
And his cousin Zeb.
I've been hearing about Jib Salvage's cousin coming around.
So how about a few minutes with Jeb and Zeb Salvage?
Jib and Zeb.
That should be interesting.
The salvage cousins.
We're going to do some more Hall of Fames. Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Of course, you can't forget about those. We bring those in every now and then.
We're going to have more like this, more.
I think we'll do more lyrics. We should
If we can find more lyrics that are funny, like Billy Guns, yes, we'll definitely trying to get more interviews.
Yes.
And we're going. Oh yeah, that's what I was going
Oh, you're thinking about January the 23rd.
That is it.
We'll have a live report.
Top Rope Reality is going to Ring of Honor.
Ring of Honor, ladies and gentlemen, in the old Gwinnett Center of Duluth, Georgia. We will be there. We will be there live. We will not be filming because it's against the rules.
Yes.
But we will have our fan report. We will report back to you of how great
and
the show was.
hopefully we'll maybe get a few matches before we go to see who may be there.
Yes, there's been no announcement of matches. There's a photo of the Young Bucks, Jay Lethal, Roderick Strong, those type people. But it's
AJ?
just
No,
huh?
AJ wasn't on it.
No, they pulled him from everything.
Yeah, but he was on it. I think the one I saw, he
He
was
on it. But those guys, that's a generic picture probably they use for all of them.
But being that Jay is the world champion,
He should be at all
Jay
those.
will be there.
Of course. Roderick Strong's a champion. I would like to see him. I would love to see the Young Bucks live for a Super Kick party.
I want to see War Machine.
Oh, yes. Hanson and Raymond Rhodes.
But we don't get to see Mike Bennett.
The Miracle and Maria.
Oh no, we don't get to see them unless you go to TNA. Yes.
And they don't have live events because they don't tour.
They don't.
So, but ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be huge. January the 23rd. That'll be a Saturday. And so I guess the following day we will film. We will tell you all about what happened. And maybe we'll have some new gear on from the souvenir stand, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, I know.
Because, I mean, you got to go to the souvenir stand.
I have to go over and look at their website to see what shirts they do offer.
They got some stuff.
You got to get something, because you never know. You never know. But you got to mark it off your bucket list. And we've been to WrestleMania.
We have been to WrestleManias too. You went to one in Atlanta. I went to one in Miami. I wish I would have drove to Atlanta. It was horrible.
I'd like to see NXT show. Be it a takeover or a regular show.
Yes, I would love to see. They sell out so fast.
They do.
And they're never coming to Alabama because they don't sell out in Alabama. Nothing sells out for WWE in Alabama. And that's why we have to go to Georgia for Ring of Honor too, because nothing happens in Alabama for wrestling. They got to build this area back up again.
There's something weird about Alabama.
It is. They just don't participate very well, I guess. But I mean, we got NXT on the bucket list. We got to go to. We've already been to WrestleMania. I've been to multiple Raws, multiple SmackDowns myself, and we have now taken off the bucket list. We will have the Ring of Honor show off the bucket list, and hopefully have some more gear. And hopefully have plenty of stories. And I hope to see that they are much more approachable than the WWE wrestlers. Like before and after the event, stuff like that. I would like to see how approachable they are. And, if you might see them, lingering around, just hanging out. And maybe get to talk a few words with them. Maybe get some autographs and things of that nature. That would be very fun.
Yeah, because some of the lower dudes like Dalton Castle.
Yes.
And the boys.
I hope they're there. Might get a peacock shirt.
What kind of shirt?
A peacock.
Oh,
Hogan! Hogan went on his back. He's down.
He's down again.
For the 3 count. He's not used to that.
Well, I want to thank everybody for watching this week. I know we kind of ramble a little bit, but you've
you've
got to give people. You've got to tell you what we're looking forward in 2016.
Of course.
And a lot more goofiness from us, like always. I know.
We're
Tell it
always
what we're gonna do.
Always goofy.
Because we got 100 coming up.
We do have number 100 coming up, and I think we should do, we should put together some kind of best of, some kind of clips from our favorite episodes off of the YouTube. See if we can make that happen somehow. Because I don't know about technology, but hopefully it's possible.
It's possible. It's possible.
Hopefully it's possible. Some of our, and we've got.
We own the rights to it, so they can't shut us down.
Right. Not like Facebook,
Yes.
But and put, we'll of course review our interviews again. Maybe do some on the way to number 100 or road to 100. We'll repost on our new revamped Facebook because we're getting around it.
Yeah.
And we'll put down our favorite things, our interviews, our bad backyard wrestling.
Yes.
You gotta love bad backyard wrestling.
Hey,
maybe it'll come back in
It may come back in
2016.
2016. You never know.
We gotta find the right videos, and they gotta be funny enough to make fun of them. So hopefully that'll come back as well. I mean, 2016, the glass ceiling is wide open. We've already
Right.
busted it open, and we are going right through it. So there's no telling what could happen this
Because
year.
who would have thought we'd done 87?
87
shows. 87 shows.
That's huge.
It's huge.
Starting from number 1, you could see a difference from 1
Oh,
to
you
87.
definitely.
And it's just gotten better and better. And as you always say, we'll just keep doing it till we get it right.
That's right.
Because we'll always be doing it.
That's true. Well, thank you again. I'm Mike Hogan.
And I'm just a guy.
And we'll see you next week for episode 88 right here on the YouTube. And soon to be back on Facebook.
That's right.
We'll catch you next week. Arms here. Got dog arms.